Hi, I am Fred from therequirementsengineer.com. In this video, I show you how to export a diagram as SVG in Draw.io. You will learn the basic workflow, and you will also learn the advanced export workflow for more control. If you like practical tutorials about modeling and requirements engineering, please subscribe and hit the bell so you do not miss the next videos. What is Draw.io? Draw.io, also known as diagrams.net, is a free diagramming tool. I use it for flowcharts, process diagrams, and architecture visuals. It is easy to start with. However, it still offers powerful export options for professional work. One of the most useful formats is SVG. Why export as SVG? SVG is perfect when you want sharp quality at every size. For example, you can use it on websites, in presentations, or in documentation. Unlike many other image formats, SVG stays crisp when you scale it up or down. So let me show you the fastest way first. First, I open my diagram in Draw.io. In this example, I use a simple Venn diagram. You can use the browser version or the desktop app. I use the desktop app here. The workflow looks almost the same in both. Next, I click on File, go to Export As, and choose SVG. Here, I can configure the result before I export it. Zoom controls the scale of the export. Border width adds space around the diagram. Size lets me choose what I want to export, diagram or page. Usually I keep it on diagram. Transparent background removes the background if I need a cleaner result. Appearance lets me control how the export looks. Automatic, light or dark. Here it is set to automatic. Shadow includes shadows from the diagram styling. Include a copy of my diagram. Stores the diagram data inside the file. Embed images places used images directly into the SVG. Embed fonts helps keep the text rendering consistent. And finally, links lets me control how links behave in the exported SVG. They either open a new window or they open in this window. I stay with automatic here too. In the last step, I click Export, and now the Save dialog opens. I choose a location. For this demonstration, I am already in the target folder. I enter a clear file name. And I check that the file type shows SVG images. Then I click Save. Now I can view the SVG on my computer. The green background is caused by my dark edge theme. And here is a quick tip. If you want cleaner file for web use, the transparent background can help. I check transparent background now, export again. Open it again. And now the background is transparent. In comparison, here you see the dark green. What is yellow in the diagram in Draw.io. And here it is dark because I use the dark edge theme. Now I show you the advanced option. This is useful when you need more precise settings, for example for websites, print or a fixed layout. Again, I click on File, go to Export As, but now I click Advanced. In the configuration settings, I choose SVG and the extension changes. In Zoom, again, it controls the scale of the export. Width and height, let me define the exact output option. DPI is grayed out here because SVG is a vector format, so it stays sharp without relying on pixel-based resolutions like PNG or JPEG. Background lets me decide again whether the export includes a background. Grid is grayed out here because the grid is only an editor aid and is not part of this SVG export in this dialog. And finally, the border width adds space around the exported diagram. I click Export again, choose a location, change the name accordingly, and click Save. Let's take a quick look. Here we go. So this is how you export a diagram as SVG in Draw.io. Basic, File, then Export As, then SVG, adjust the options, then Export and Save. Advanced, File, then Export As, then Advanced, choose SVG, configure the exact settings, then export and save. That's it. If this video helped, please like it and subscribe for more Draw.io tutorials. And tell me in the comments, do you export your diagrams mainly for websites, documents, or presentations? Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.